Coco Gauff's coach admits tough truth about what lies ahead if her long-term goal falters. It's hard to declare Coco Gauff's season as either overwhelmingly good or bad. On the one hand, she won her first Grand Slam since 2023. On the other, her overall consistency has since taken a hit. The 21-year-old has had an inaccurate service game while being plagued by double faults. But to fix the deficiencies, Gauff brought in a new team member, Gavin McMillan, a biomechanics expert and serve doctor of sorts who helped fix Aryna Sabalenka's service woes a couple seasons ago. It's been 2 months since the appointment, and McMillan has finally opened up about how the collaboration with Gauff is going. Despite bringing McMillan on board right at the start of the US Open, overhauling one's service motion is not a quick or easy process. But Gauff has shown signs of returning to her best after winning the Wuhan Open, a clear sign of the patient and steady approach that McMillan has been using. If your only goal is to try to win the US Open immediately, then yes, I would say like we're going to struggle to try to do that, he said in a recent interview with Tennis Channel. If our goal is to get her ready for Australia next year, then obviously we're gonna start making those changes immediately, and give ourselves as much time to get her to be able to adjust to these things. The margins are very small. So the goal is overall obviously improvement, he said before issuing a warning. And if you're not doing that, the people coming up in the sport are going to catch you. It's just a function of time. McMillan underlined that one of the key areas they're working on with Gauff is improving her forehand to make it more effective in the long term, though the difference was already clear during her run in Wuhan, as well as her kick serve. If improvement is the name of the game, then all evidence suggests Gauff is at no risk of being caught by the next generation, as McMillan forewarned. After all, he also noted that we're in a fortunate position where she's, Gauff, the best athlete on tour, and their brains are just wired so well. When discussing how to keep the 2-time Grand Slam champion's brain challenged. Lately, Gauff has shown that she can regain her lost spirits when the chips are down. After a saddening exit in New York, it seems she has made an impact, especially during her Wuhan campaign. Coco Gauff regains momentum ahead of WTA finals. Coco Gauff's post-US Open journey has been commendable, to say the least. Yes, there were matches where she was seen struggling, but the overall improvement is noteworthy in terms of results. Earlier this month at the China Open, she made it to the semis before losing against compatriot Amanda Anisimova. In her next event in Wuhan, where her record has been positive in the past, she shined once again. After reaching the semis last season, she went on to clinch the title of the WTA 1000 tournament. She bested compatriot Jessica Pegula in the summit clash with a scoreline of 6-4, 7-5. Moving forward, her goal is to reclaim the crown in Riyadh next month. Gauff defeated Qin Wenjing last season to win her maiden WTA Finals trophy. This time, too, she is thinking to replicate that performance. Following her victory in Wuhan, she admitted that it's a pretty tough title to defend, given that you're playing the top 8 players in the world. Entering the event, her strategy is going to be simple, just like how she made it happen in 2024's edition. I'm just going to go in with no expectations. I just want to make it out of my group. That's what my goal was last year. It will be intriguing to see whether Gauff can win the WTA Finals trophy for a second time while improving her on-court consistency under McMillan. For months now, the tennis world has been fascinated by Gauff's rise. At only 21, she's already achieved more than most players dream of: a Grand Slam champion, a consistent top 5 contender, and the face of a new generation of tennis. Yet, as her team quietly acknowledges, the hardest part isn't getting to the top, it's staying there. Recently, her longtime coach, Diego Hernandez, a name that echoes both grit and philosophy, spoke candidly about the road ahead. His admission struck a chord with fans and analysts alike. If Coco's long-term goal doesn't align with her inner purpose, he said, she'll face something tougher than any opponent across the net: the weight of playing without direction. Those words landed heavy. They weren't about forehands or footwork, but about the invisible battle that defines every champion: motivation. The hidden pressure behind success. After her US Open triumph, Gauff set a monumental target: to dominate the WTA circuit and establish a legacy akin to Serena Williams. Ambition, after all, is her trademark. But the problem with greatness is that it demands endless fuel, and sometimes the tank runs low. Hernandez revealed that Gauff's team has recently had to revisit what success means. Coco's driven by improvement, not fame, he explained. But if the goal starts feeling unreachable, or worse, meaningless, she risks chasing shadows. We have to make sure her goals evolve as she does. It's a rare moment of transparency from a coach whose job usually involves strategy sessions and match analysis, not soul-searching. Yet his comment peeled back the polished image of a superstar and exposed the human beneath, the one who has to wake up every morning and decide why she plays. The crossroads of confidence. The tension in Gauff's journey isn't about skill, it's about direction. After all, she's been training for this since she was a child prodigy, the girl who once said she wanted to be the greatest. But as Hernandez confessed, the higher she climbs, the more isolated it gets. Everyone expects her to have it all figured out, but even Coco doubts herself sometimes. That doubt is not a weakness, it's the sign of evolution. Many greats, from Federer to Osaka, have faced the same moment, the realization that tennis glory isn't endless. Gauff, too, may be approaching that crossroad, where the hunger for titles must coexist with the search for joy. If her long-term goal falters, Hernandez continued, she'll need to redefine success not as trophies but as fulfillment. Otherwise, even winning will start to feel hollow. Rebuilding the vision. Inside the Gauff camp, this moment has sparked a quiet recalibration. They're experimenting with her schedule, balancing intense training with periods of rest and reflection. We're giving her time to breathe, said the coach. Tennis is a marathon, not a sprint. And burnout is real, even for someone as mentally strong as Coco. He likened the process to restringing a racket, a necessary adjustment to restore tension and control. Sometimes, even the best strings snap under pressure. Coco, for her part, has embraced this shift. In recent interviews, she's spoken more about longevity and love for the game than about world domination. The fire's still there, it's just burning differently now, more focused, more self-aware.